my 10 tips video, I talked about a tech called the T-Spike.
Oh, man.
I like it.
I'm with it.
I like it. Yeah, yeah.
It.
A little crazy, but why not? Oh, look at this damage. And the spike! He had no options!
And because I received so many questions about this tech in the comments, I decided to make a video about it. This is what a T-Spike looks like. You basically let go of the ledge, double jump, and down air back on stage. Now, as you probably already know, if you let go of the ledge, double jump, and down air, you can actually make it back. The problem is that when you do that, the tip of the sword is a little bit too high, so you're going to have a hard time punishing low recoveries. So ideally, you want to have the sword much lower, but if you do that, you SD. So you're stuck in a scenario between having your sword too high and surviving, or having the sword at the right place but dying for it. The workaround is to land on stage to prevent the SD. Now, a lot of you had questions about the inputs, so let's take a look at it. First, let go of the ledge and fast fall at the same time by pressing down. Then, press jump, preferably with the shoulder button. If you don't have a shoulder button assigned to jump and you don't want to assign it, don't worry, I got you later on. Then, perform a down air with your C-stick and drift towards the stage. You can totally do this by using normal controls as well, it's just a little trickier. Now remember, your main goal is to dip as low as you can, while still being high enough so you can land on stage and survive. If you do it perfectly, it should look like this. If you're trying to spike someone who's more to the right of you rather than below you, you can let go of the ledge by pressing away instead of down. If you're playing a character that doesn't have a spike, like young Link, a Nair will do a very good job at catching 2 frames as well. There's a small varying you can do in case you don't have time to snap ledge. Simply run off and double jump down air back on stage. Now please keep in mind that the T-Spike only covers low recoveries, and in case you give it away too early, people are just going to jump above you and get stage control for free. So it's your job as Link to cover as many high options as possible with the help of your Nair, projectiles, and aerial up B in order to force people to recover low, which you can then cover with the T-Spike. The best way to practice these in training mode is to give your opponent some percent and then hit them with the second hit of down smash. Another trick you can do is throw them off the level and quickly open up the menu to force them to recover low. Note that Link isn't the only character able to do this. In fact, if you really struggle with the inputs, you should practice it with Ganondorf because he's one of the hardest characters to do it. So if you can manage to do it with Ganondorf, you can do it with anyone. The runoff mix-up is also applicable to other characters. One thing that's Link specific though is that he bounces when he hits the enemy with a spike. This means that even if you dip a little too low for your spike, if you land the spike, you'll bounce and survive anyway. The T-Spike kills characters with a bad recovery at 0, and the ones with a good recovery around 20. Take note that some characters are much harder to T-Spike because of their better up B. So naturally, recoveries without a hitbox and teleport recoveries will be the easiest to punish. But please never forget that the T-Spike is only one out of the many edgeguarding tools you have, so always keep track of your opponent's remaining recovery options and try and cover as many as you possibly can. And that's it for this quick guide. Thank you so much for watching, and if you have any questions, you can always ask me in the comments, on Twitter, or on Discord. Good luck edgeguarding!